Welcome to part 2 of the HoudiniEsq Intro Training Series, Profile tab. To change your password or other profile information, click on the Profile link in the top left-hand corner of the screen next to the question mark icon. This will open up a new pop-up window with your profile information. The default tab is the Profile tab. This is where you can change your name, phone number, email address, and set your default calendar, your default time zone, and your preferred date format. This is also where you would change your password in the password field. If the shield icon is red, this means you have a weak password and will stay red until you've met the minimum requirements for a password. The minimum requirements are 8 to 12 alphanumeric characters in length, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, 1 number, and at least 1 special character, such as the @ sign or a period. Once you've reached the minimum requirements, the shield icon will change from red to blue. Next is the Email tab. The Email tab is where you would add any outside accounts that you have and that you want to link with Houdini. You can do this by clicking on the Add button, and you'll get an additional pop-up menu where you would enter in all of your pertinent email account information, such as your account name, email address, the inbound and outbound information. Houdini does come preloaded with the most popular email account information. So if you select Gmail, it populates all of the Gmail information into the inbound and outbound fields, with the exception of your password, which you would still have to enter. Similarly, if you select Yahoo, it'll insert all of the Yahoo information. If you're using an email provider other than one of the presets, please contact your email provider for all the pertinent information, such as host name, port number, and the SSL and TLS flags. Once you've filled in all the pertinent information, you can click the Add Email Account button, and it'll add and link that email account to Houdini. Next, the Google tab is used to sync your Google Calendar and Docs with Houdini. You must have a valid Google account registered in Houdini, either from the previous Email tab or in the Config panel. To link your Google Calendars with Houdini, first click the Calendar Sync button, and then click the Authenticate button. A new tab will appear. Just click the account that you want to link. You may have to continue on. Then select Allow. And you'll have the sync authorization code. Just copy this code, paste it back into the Verify Code field on the original tab, and click Accept. Click OK. And then to finalize this, we'll have to click the Save button. Next, we have the Options tab. The Options tab is where you can enable or disable the chat feature inside of HoudiniEsq. The chat feature is a really nice way to send messages back and forth to other staff members about cases. The chat feature is enabled by default. For right now, we're just going to keep this checked to yes, but if you wanted to set it to no, this is where you would do it. You can also set the default dashboard for when you log in to another dashboard besides Matters. For example, you can set it to the activity dashboard, or if you want to see what's on your plate for the day when you first log in, you can set it to the Outlook dashboard. Or you can always switch it back to the Matters dashboard. Notice in the background, the dashboards have been changing. You can also show avatars, change your default staff color, or change the color scheme within the system from light blue to gray. You can also change the time delay between when you stop typing in a search field and when the system starts searching by clicking the Search Tick drop-down list and selecting the time that you desire. The default is 1.5 seconds, and we'll be keeping it at that. Once you're done with all of your changes, you can go ahead and click the Save button at the bottom right-hand corner of the pop-up window, and all of your changes will be saved.